What up, yo? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to HPN TV. And it's funny that we're doing this on HPN TV because we're talking and thinking about re-rolling. I've been playing World of Warcraft, and when you play that type of game, you make a character, and your progress will be tied to that character. If you want to play a different character, say, you know, because a different class has a different way of engaging with the world that you might particularly like at that time, it can be tempting to start again. You have to reset your progress, complete fresh start, other than whatever's in your head. As long as you make on the same world, they can work together and stuff. But that's not really what we're talking about. We're talking about the idea of the temptation to re-roll in life. Now, the way that this plays out with me is I'm a photographer, but I might decide that I don't want to do photography anymore. I might want to just give up that skill set and just fully apply my brain to some other field. It's not like I've got anything against photography, it's that there would just be something in my head in a moment or for a phase that gives something an allure. Now, when I'm in my 30s now, but I went through a similar sort of thing in my 20s, where I looked around and considered what it is that I had in and of myself that made sense for me to do. I didn't just want to go and do anything. I wanted to do the thing that made sense for me to do. At that time, the only thing that made sense was to do something tech-based, do something computer-based. I was spending a lot of time sat in front of a computer, and so I considered maybe web design. I only really got so far with that. I'm happy with with the time I spent doing it and what I learned from it, but that didn't stick. This happened with lots and lots of things as I jumped from, thing to thing, trying it out. And in a way, I'm still doing that. I'm still re-rolling. The nature of the way that I re-roll has changed. But I don't accept where I find myself. Here's the thing, here's what's different now between me in my 20s and me now at the age of 32, approaching 33. I've now actually got a whole skill set. I don't look around and see nothing. I see the fact that I've got this equipment and the ability to use it. I've got people around me. I've got things around. I'm a person actually in a world, not just on the edge of society. I don't really engage with my world, but I'm notably and distinctly in and part of a world that I could engage with. And I have my way of engaging. Photography, my camera, my lens, my viewpoint. From when I first showed people pictures that I took with just a phone that I thought nothing of, people have always praised my pictures. I don't know. I never really thought of myself as wanting to be a photographer or anything like that. A big part of what's probably actually kept photography around as much is its versatility, and simply I enjoy using the equipment. I enjoy the camera, the setup, thinking about the way that I want all of these things to interact. It's why it's not, enough for me to just do this stuff with my phone. I like the equipment. I like how it feels in my hand. I like operating it, and then the look, the result. Of course, I could be doing this just sort of, talking, and it wouldn't, practically speaking, it wouldn't be that much different for you if this is what you were getting. But it's different for me. It changes the way I feel about it. Because it's good. It's powerful, good thing. Doesn't cut it for me. It's like Armored Core. You start off with, your basic mech, and then you think about what you specifically want to get out of it. And so you'll build up your equipment, you'll decide that you actually want something that, has a bit more feel to it. When you press a button, it does it instantly rather than thinking about it and then doing it, and then you're not quite getting the result that you pressed the button for. With this, you do. You've got that control, you've got that snap, you've got the object that keeps you coming back, you've got the feel of the zoom, and this is what this is about. This is about taking stock of where you find yourself, and maybe you, upon doing this, might decide that the right thing is to go in another direction. For me, that's not the case. I'm in the direction I should be going in. I'm just questioning myself again. And so, the answer is, for me, don't re-roll. Stop re-rolling. Where am I now? What do I now find myself as? I live in Manchester. I'm a guy, early 30s. I've got a background now. I'm not starting out. I've got a background in photography, a professional background in photography. I've worked events and hospitality. I've got a history in video. I've done advertising. I've done various different types of things. I've got a background in bartending. I know the freaking city that I live in really well. And all of these things, when I think about what I've got, I can then think about what I don't have. Or I can think about what I've got, consider what I want to do afterwards, think about then what I need to do to make myself fully equipped to operate with full effectiveness as what I've realised I am and where I find myself to be. This has been quite rambly. It's not a surprise. This is me. I do ramble. I like the idea of, being able to be more structured when I talk in like a free-form way, so I don't have to actually sit and edit and construct what I'm trying to say after the fact. I like to be able to just sort of do it and put it out, and as it is an accurate reflection of what happened. I can tailor things and exert this level of control, but to a large extent, it's a choice not to. It's a choice to, at least at this stage, to show my mistakes, to show my hand a little bit more. To be real. Because at this stage, it's documentation rather than presenting. I'm not presenting anything. I'm talking to myself for mostly my own gain. But for anyone watching, I don't exactly want this to not, be of use to a watcher or listener, even if that is just me in the future. I don't want to watch this back and be annoying myself. I'm making pretty good time at work. That's why I took the time to have a quick chat now. Lesson of the day. Don't re-roll. Take stock of where you find yourself. And if that's what you want to be, just be the best version of it. Paladin for the win. Stay gricey.